Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey, hey. 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 Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey.
Back again. We are live and in color. We are here, my people. Hey guys, and welcome. How's everyone doing? Smash the likes, hit the subscribe button, yeah, man, we're here. Let's talk about man like Jackson. So yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here. Let's get it, man. Let's get it fully. I'm here. So I feel like there's been a lot of news that we need to speak about. Obviously, this happened before the game. And while the game was on, certain things were still being said and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I think we need to just in general just talk about everything. And then we're clear. I'm sure other things are going to come out very soon. Wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. There's even news that have come out like 54 minutes ago from Politico, which we'll talk about. But yeah, big up to everybody. I hope everyone's well. Smash the likes, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into the news talking about Jackson. So this was yesterday. So Chelsea are pulling, like we're literally going right back, resetting and going again. Okay, just so you understand, because otherwise you'll be like, huh? We already know about this. We'll get there. So Chelsea are pulling out of the race, pulling Nicolas Jackson loan deal from Bayern. Bayern have informed Chelsea. Bayern have been informed by Chelsea that they will not be able to proceed with the proposed deal due to the injury of Liam Delap against Fulham. The decision to cancel Jackson's loan was taken after the decision this afternoon between Chelsea's football leadership team and head coach Enzo Maresca. The player is now expected to return to London. He will go straight back into the first team. So that is what was said. Then we get the same thing, which is Chelsea will insist Nicolas Jackson returns despite his disappointment at their request. Then we get this saying decision not to move forward with the deal, blah, 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 blah. They basically want him back, so on and so forth. Then we get Max Erbel speaking. We don't care about him. And Nicolas Jackson agent is still fighting to save the loan deal. Jackson are currently still in Munich, and they stayed in Munich. And then we get kickoff. So let me just remove this from the screen just for a second, and then I'll scroll up. So yeah, like this was happening while the freaking game was going on. So yeah, as you can see, look, if we scroll down just a teensy bit, you'll see this tweet saying kickoff. So yeah. Then we get Chelsea have revoked Nicolas Jackson's permission to undergo a medical after informing Bayern that they will not proceed with the loan. Chelsea have told Nicolas Jackson that he is no longer have permission to undergo the medical, basically what we just said. Attempts are expected to make or be made to salvage the Nicolas Jackson deal. Bayern to respond soon. Obviously, they're not responding straight up because obviously we were in the middle of a match. And then obviously you can see the Mia things in Tor, which is goal if you don't know. So yeah, then if we scroll up, we'll just scroll up. It's going to be a lot about the thing. Then this got put out there by Nicolas Jackson's agent. Now, what it says, I can't tell you straight up because I don't understand the language. But what I will do is I will read the English version. So Nicolas Jackson's agent reposted a story saying we're not going back. And then he added, the plane doesn't go backwards. Munich heart. So yeah, that's basically what was being said. And then we'll take it off the screen. I will go through your comments. So if you've got any comments, please put them in the chat. We'll go through those. Again, it's just a lot about the game. That's missing, all of this shit, full time, Then we get straight back onto the Nicolas Jackson train. So Nicolas Jackson is still in Munich and plans to stay there for a while. He's hoping his move to Bayern can be revived. Again, this was last night. So this was after the match last night. Then we get like Namanoy talking about the game. Then we get this. So Bayern executives will get in touch with Chelsea right now. Obviously, this is after the match in Augsburg to look for a solution. The loan deal for Jackson is currently on hold, but not 100% off. Jackson and his agent will not fly to London today. No private jet has been booked. So yeah, there's that. Then we get some company and so on talking about the game and the managers and so on and so forth, which I don't really care about, to be quite honest. We get Max Erbel speaking, but he's just saying that they've informed him. I'm not gonna read all of it. Then that's Sasha Bowie apologizing. Then companies asked about it. He will not say anything. I don't understand why they waste their breath on even speaking to company about certain things, because it's just not going to happen. It generally is not going to happen. So then we get this tweet put out there 22 hours ago, and we are going to catch up. Don't worry. Make sure you smash the likes, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Nicolas Jackson has to come back to Chelsea. Nothing will be signed with Bayern, and there's no paperwork. He was given permission to travel and have a medical, and that permission was revoked. Chelsea have a good working relationship with Bayern. The situation may be different if this was a permanent deal, but Bayern insisted on a loan. Obviously, that's because we've got loan moves. And then it's a unique and awkward situation, but it basically just is what it is. It's coming from Sky Sports. They're very, very biased, of course, because they're an English source. Nicolas Jackson and his entourage will spend the night in Germany. Again, this was last night. They have no intention of flying back to the UK as they push for the deal to go through. Jackson is determined to complete his Bayern Munich transfer. Then obviously there's a picture, which is the picture we used for this thumbnail. And then it's just saying about some reports saying that he's fucking pissed off, which I would understand. You know, you don't go on a bloody plane trip, to then, be told, oh yeah, by the way, just saying, Now, Max Erbel then spoke to Build. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Basically, if you want to read it, I'll put it there. If you want to read it, pause the video and then just catch up after. But he basically was asked about alternatives. He said, we have 48 hours left. This isn't a situation we could really plan for. We'll try and find a solution. So, yeah, there we go. That was basically that. That was 20 hours ago. There's that. Then Jackson's agent then tweets this out saying, of course, it's hard. It's supposed to be hard. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Hard work is what makes it great. So, yeah, he put that out 20 hours ago. And then Max Erbel's basically just saying he has a task of signing a player on loan. He's trying to implement it. Just loads of bullshit, to be honest with you, if I'm being 100%. That was 20 hours ago. Now, 12 hours ago, so this morning at 8 o'clock, UK time, AM, Nicolas Jackson and his agent are still in Munich and are pushing to salvage this loan deal alongside with FC Bayern. Fresh talks with Chelsea are set to take place this morning. Again, this was 12 hours ago, so 8 AM UK time. Then we get this, which is transfer deadline day that has 1 day, 11 hours, 14 minutes, 30 seconds, blah, blah, blah. That, again, was 12 hours ago. Then we're speaking about Lewis Openda. Then we get this 11 hours ago, basically from David Ornstein, just saying that Chelsea are considering signing a new striker before the transfer window closes. In the case that Nicolas Jackson leaves permanently, Jackson was set to join Bayern Munich on loan until Chelsea lost Liam Delap to a hamstring injury and revoked the permission to undergo the medical. Asking him to return from Germany, the London club now do not intend to let Jackson make a loan move under any circumstances. So I only think they would loan him if it was an obligation. But then again, from what that just said there, maybe not. As things stand, again, this was 11 hours ago. As things stand, Chelsea expect Jackson to rejoin the first team, basically. However, he's trying to not do that. 10 hours ago, Paletti Goal says Chelsea have offered Bayern the option of signing Jackson permanently instead of on a loan. Chelsea finding a replacement for Jackson is part of the ongoing talks to allow him to sign for Bayern. So they're trying to find another striker in this deal because he does not want to go and play for them, basically. Then it was put out 10 hours ago. Chelsea are prepared to let him move to Bayern, but it has to be a permanent move. Which is where it gets tricky and where I don't think it happens, if I'm being honest with you. To be honest, we're just going to keep scrolling past all of this bullshit. Then 8 hours ago, we get Bayern may now have to commit to an obligation to sign Nicolas Jackson permanently or negotiate a permanent signing immediately to revive this deal in this window. The striker does not want to return to Chelsea. So yeah, there's that. Then his agent spoke to Bild saying, we are still hoping that the deal can happen. If we didn't have hope, we wouldn't be here anymore, and they would have gone back. So yeah, there's that. And then 7 hours ago, so we are getting closer. I'm sorry, guys. It's taking a while. Chelsea are considering a move for sporting forward Conrad Harder, as Nicolas Jackson insists on joining Bayern. Chelsea are open to a permanent sale of Jackson. Failing that, they want him to return. So they only want to sell him. So yeah, there's that. That he will not be allowed to leave on loan. And yeah, they want 65 million. They're off their fucking head. We're not spending 65 million. I could tell you that straight up, firsthand. Yeah, talks are ongoing right now between Chelsea and Bayern. This was, how many hours ago was this? 6 hours ago. Obviously, we had to speak about Lookman, and I wanted to speak about Lookman before anyone, because Lookman is the player I want, if I'm being honest. Okay, talks are ongoing now. Chelsea and Bayern about Nicolas Jackson. Chelsea's position is clear. Jackson is a Chelsea player. If you want him, buy him. Even if Bayern agreed to sign Jackson permanently, Chelsea would still have to sign a replacement. Chelsea believe that Jackson loan agreement with Bayern has now been fully revoked. If Bayern believe in Jackson, they have to buy him, which is why I don't think we get him, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, if basically that's their message to us. Again, this needs to be said firsthand very quickly. When we play them in a couple of weeks, if not next week, whenever it is, we have to beat them. I don't want to draw. I don't want a loss. We have to beat them. And I want it to be good, because fuck Chelsea. Fully fuck Chelsea. I understand that where they're coming from, but still, fuck Chelsea. Fully. Now we're going into the Lookman stuff, so let me get rid of this a second. Right, let's just scroll up. Right. Okay. So then the most recent news of Jackson is here. So then this is the most recent news. Then we'll get into the comments, guys. Unless something extraordinary happens, Jackson and his agent will also stay in Munich this evening. The saga will be decided on deadline day. Bayern with Herbal and Driesen, as well as the agent, and Chelsea are discussing the potential deal structure. The deal is still on hold, but not off. In parallel, Bayern are holding negotiations with Atalanta for Lookman. By the way, if we get Jackson and not Lookman, then I'm going to be pissed. But yeah, that is the most recent news. What's to say? You're so desperate, so desperate for our third choice striker. Yeah, but if he's your third choice striker and he's not good enough, then just allow us to have him on loan and go and sign someone. It's not like you haven't spent billions before. So that's my stance, if I'm being honest. So anyway, let's read the comments. Let's go all the way to the top. Big up, Lewis. I have no patience for Chelsea's arrogance at all. Yeah, I'm with you. Have you seen Chelsea's potential cancel loan to Sunderland instead of Jackson's? No, I haven't. Is that another one of their strikers, is it? Mark. What was his second name? Guig. Bro, why are they not? Yeah, why don't you get him back then? Huh? Like what? There's new news that's just come out. I don't really understand that. We'll read the comments, then I'll talk about that new news. No reason to put such emphasis on Jackson. He is just a mediocre striker, much like Tart in defense. Okay. I mean, surely Chelsea breached Jackson's contract because they pushed him out and now they want him back. Like, kind of nonsense. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't think he played for them. I actually really hope if we don't get him, he goes on strike. So then they're still screwed. I really do, because that'd be funny. Right. Okay. So 16 minutes ago, that if you don't know, it's the Sabberstrasse, which is our training ground. I know because I've been there. So yeah, there's that. That is the Sabberstrasse. That's the training ground. That picture. There was a report that said Chelsea might recall. Yeah, if they, why don't they do that then? Because if I'm right by saying Jackson would still be a backup. I think that's why he doesn't want to go back. I don't think it's just the fact that like, oh, I don't want to go back to Chelsea. I want to sign for Bayern. No, I think it's more the fact that he wants to sign for Bayern because he's going to go back as a backup. I think João Pedro is going to be the main striker for Chelsea, and he'll be the backup. So he'll get minutes, but he ain't going to get minutes like he wants. Which is a little bit scary in some sense because that means like what Bayern promised them. You know what I mean? But whatever, it's what it is. Okay. Guru played every game for them in the conference last year and all. Yeah. He's the young Spanish striker. He's the young Spanish striker. He's 19 years old. So I don't know why. Who just went on loan because they had Delap, Pedro, and Jackson. Yeah, why not bring him back then? You know what I mean? They're going to play against him. You're not going to play against us. You're going to play one game. One game. You're going to play against them at least 2 times. If you get them in the cup, you play them more. So what? I don't really understand it. Now forget Jackson. Focus on Lookman. Okay, I'm with it. I want 2 players, bro. I'm being hello greedy, bro. If I'm being honest, I want 2 players. Sorry if you can hear background noise. The missus just got home. Is everything okay? You right? Yeah. Good. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, like that's personally how I see it. And that this has just been posted from the agent. So on Instagram from the agent of Jackson. And it says, if you can't see what it says last 24 hours. So last 24 hours to make it happen, basically. I want Lookman and Openda because I can't speak English. Come on, name. I want Lookman and Openda because if we get Jackson, also we are cooked for when it's AFCON. Well, you would remember, Mikel, that Lookman is African, bro. So he plays in the Nigerian national team. So even if we get him, we're cooked in that aspect, bro. Pray so that Jackson's transfer falls through. B-level striker. Okay. I'm not going to, but if that's how you feel, I'm not going to go against it. You know, that's the whole point of the channel. I'd be a hypocrite to go against it. So, and I can assure you I'm not one of them. So I do have a video on Lewis Openda because obviously most of the news has been about Jackson. Most of the news has been about Lookman today, this morning, and well, not this morning, it was this afternoon, and so on. So I do have it coming out for you guys. As soon as I end this live, I'll put that public. And then we will be going live later with Francesco, who is a AC Milan fan, for our show. So it's going to be interesting. I want to know what he thinks on this stuff as well. So yeah, so basically, if we go in for Openda, Konrad Harder will go to Leipzig by the looks of it. If we go in for Jackson, Konrad Harder might go to Chelsea. So yeah, it's a big fuckery, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's basically the latest on this stuff. Milan just signed Rabiot, by the way. Wait, it's in like Adrian Rabiot. Are they fucking insane? That guy's got such an ego, bruv. That's crazy. Did they actually? Rabiot. Damn. Milan launched new approach. Damn. Fair enough. Konrad Harder wants Leipzig also. Yes. Yeah. So if we go for Jackson, he'll go Chelsea. If we go for Openda, he'll go to thingy. You imagine if we like don't go for either of them and then we go for him instead. That'd be so messed up. So yeah, that's basically what's happening. I can't lie. I know that people don't like Jackson. I know that people think he's shit and so on. But like the reason he's like, I like that he's like hungry to get this deal. You know what I mean? I think that's a good thing, in my opinion. I really do. Now, I understand that people will say, yeah, that's because it's Bayern Munich and he's going to get game time, he's going to get paid and so on. But, like, bro, we had to deal with Leroy Sané for how many years? You know what I mean? Like, we were known. Remember when we had freaking Mario Gomez, Mario Mandzukic, and Pizarro? Like, we've known to have loads of strikers on the wage bill and in the squad. So I don't mind bringing them in, to be honest with you. I personally just want Lookman, and then whoever else. They can do a fucking ip dip do for whoever player. I don't give a shit. All I care about is that we get Lookman. We have to get Lookman in. And by the way, just so you know as well, Lookman has been erased from the squad. He's not playing games. He's training separately, so they want him gone. We need to get that deal done. That's the deal I'm going to be really pissed off about if we don't get him. To be honest with you. So yeah, let's see what happens. You never know with this club for some reason. You never know what we're going to do, which could be a good thing, but at the same time, it also could be a bad thing because our club moves backwards. Yeah, it's a bit peak. So, yeah, take that, obviously, as you will. Oh, shit. I'm going to press. I prefer Lookman because he is very good right now. Jackson is still a work in progress. Yeah, bro. I would generally take... what am I on about? I would generally take him in a heartbeat, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I would take him in a heartbeat. I think he's really freaking good. I really do. So I would take him in a heartbeat. But I don't know, man. It's going to be a very interesting deadline day, put it that way. But again, I don't really know. You know what I mean? Like, our club moves backwards sometimes. So to sit here and be sure of what we're going to do, I can't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. It wouldn't surprise me if we went for Kolo Muani. I don't think we'd get Kolo Muani, but it wouldn't surprise me if we went for him. Which, again, I don't think we get him. I actually think he would reject us because he only wants Juventus. But I don't know, to be honest. Sitting here and telling, I know I'm the one that makes content and so on, but these people in our board move so weird. Like, I'm so surprised. Why are we only being linked to a Lookman now on deadline day for a loan move? It makes no sense. Like, it generally makes no sense. Other than that, they're backwards, which I know. That makes no sense for me. I don't understand it. Again, take it as you will. They move really weird. So, yeah, it is what it is. Right, let me go. Right, bear with me. I'm just doing the thumbnail for the other video that I'm gonna get out straight after. We stop going live. So, if Herbal bags Openda and Lookman, I'll forgive for this window and just blame Oli Hornets for it. I would. I won't forget, obviously, and I won't forgive, but I'll be like, okay, now let's just go into the season. You know what I mean? I think I don't think you can forgive him just because he's got two players in, because I think that's too easy. And I do think, he has actually fucked us around. But I also do believe that if he does get these two deals in, they are two good deals. So, yeah, that's personally how I see it. Right. But yeah, that is the latest on Jackson. Nothing else has been coming out. Like I said, the latest is his agent saying that they're going into the last 24 hours. So they are staying again in Germany tonight. So he personally could be done ASAP. But again, just so everybody knows, we would have to sign him. This is the problem. And this is why I don't think Bayern Munich will sign him, is because we could get Openda in with a loan to obligation. We could get Thingy in, loan to obligation. We would not have to pay now. I think there'd be a fee on both, but we wouldn't have to pay now. We get Jackson, we have to pay now. So, yeah. What's this? We should have got Lookman the moment Koeman picked. Yep. Facts. Fucking facts, bro. 100%. But this seems to, and this is why I say not to forgive Herbal straight off the bat, because this mother trucker likes to do this where he leaves things to the last minute. What happened not last season? What happened the Tuchel season? They went in for Yalpalinia last minute. The other team couldn't get a replacement. Done. So the only thing I will say is the fact that we are going for other options as well. Not saying that other options can't fail also, but I hope it's Lookman, because RB Leipzig are fine to stay with Openda. They're like, okay. Chelsea will take him back. Gladly take Jackson back. Atalanta and Lookman, they want to find a solution ASAP. Herbal is not the problem, though. What is he supposed to do, with all honest? And the rest tell him he is only allowed to loan players. He's allowed to loan players because they don't trust him. That's why. That is why, mate. Herbal is the problem. Because if we didn't get rejected a gazillion amount of times, there's that. The only good thing with Atalanta and Leipzig, both have replacements lined up and done exactly. So yeah, that's exactly that. So yeah, that's how I see it. I think, yeah. Unless anything happens extraordinary, we won't get Jackson and he'll go back to Chelsea. Oh yeah, Verts is shit, bro. Anyone that compares him with Jamal Musiala needs to get slapped with a fish. Quite literally, with a fish. Yeah. Peak. And it's crazy because he would have been good for us because he already knew the league. So, but yeah, no, I'm loving it because he's crap right now, but I think eventually he'll be good. I really do. I just don't understand why they don't pull the freaking guy, your young striker, back from Sunderland. Let us have him on loan, and then we can go and get somebody else as well. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. If Honest allowed Herbal to work, Xavi Simons would have joined us. I'm not going to disagree, but in the long run, I don't think that would have helped. Because then we would have had the problem of having Jamal. It's a good problem, but a problem of having Jamal Musiala and Xavi Simons. And Xavi Simons, with all due respect, is a whiny little bitch. Look what he's doing now. He will leave. If Spurs don't get top 4, he leaves. Guarantee it. I guarantee it. I would put money on it. And I'm not a betting person, but I would put money on it because that's the type of character he is. Last season, I was hearing Bayern fans saying he was better than Musiala. Mate, I was laughing. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, next joke. You know what I mean? That's like me trying to say that Leroy Sané is better than Vinicius Jr., you know, in his prime. Like, when he was actually doing good and not now. Like, no. No, nowhere near. But bless up, remember the name. That, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Yeah, that's a great problem. Look at PSG. They have Bacola. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree fully. It is a good problem to have. yeah, mate, make sure you smash the likes, hit the subscribe button. If you can share, then share. And yeah, bless up. Either way. But yeah, we're getting close now. We're getting close to we just gained 30 subscribers off the bat of yesterday. It's peak. And we're only getting started. The Champions League hasn't even freaking started yet. You know what I mean? And I'm planning to do the stream with, I've got a video coming out as soon as this one's done. And then I'm going to go with the whole thing. I can't remember what time I do my show with Francesco off the top of my head. Let me look. So yeah, we're gonna. I think when do I normally do it? We normally do it 6 his time, which is what? I think it's like 12 or 11. Either way, we got the we're gonna have that video or stream coming up, and then we're gonna have I'm gonna do another stream because I want to talk about the UCL. If not, we'll do that the next day. What's this? That's what he did in PSG. He was whining, inquiring, said, "I'll be happy to take him in first team," but he was telling Lucho he has to start every game. They just binned him off then. Yep. And that's the thing. What happened in the Bundesliga today? So Dortmund 1-3 now. Cologne are smashing Freiburg 4-1. Holy shit. 1-1 in the Wolfsburg game. Okay, so once that game's done, then we can then I can focus on fantasy. Cool. So we'll do probably fantasy tomorrow then, because then the games are over, aren't they? But yeah, that is the news on Jackson. Unless anything extraordinary happens and Bayern Munich sign him, we won't get him. That's what it is. They basically said, if you like him, sign him, which they have every right to. But at the same time, I hope we smash them, and when we play them, I would not be happy with anything other than a smashing, because that's what they deserve. They deserve that for 2012, and they deserve that because they're just a piece of shit club, bro. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. But yeah, bless up to everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to drop a video straight after this. We will redirect to someone, though. I know that Michael is watching Barcelona, so we're going to redirect to him because he's a G, always being a real one, keeping it real, not being fake. So, yeah, man. Like I said, if you want to watch my video, it will be straight away as soon as I'll put it up at past. So in 4 minutes, we will have the video out. Okay, bless up, and I'll see you guys later.